Hey, collective. It is 1:20 in the morning. I should be sleeping. It's been an emotional day, as you guys know. Emotions running high. Um, I should be sleeping, but I've got serious insomnia. Uh, Oddly enough, my littlest one also had insomnia, so he was up with me for a little while. I think he's finally fallen asleep, thankfully. Um, and I cuddled with my kids, and my littlest one in particular, I do believe he carries some psychic abilities. And I know that's hard for him as a child. It's hard for him to regulate his emotions or regulate what he's feeling. Either his own emotions or also maybe the things that he picks up. I don't even think he realizes that's what's happening. And so I've told him, if you don't want to lean into this, you don't have to. You don't have to. I don't want you to stress yourself out any more than necessary. But I cuddled with him, and we did some talking, and there's been so much learning today. And I always realize in the days that are particularly hard, those are the days that make me 10 times stronger. Anytime I've had a day like that, like the universe has somehow flipped it to my benefit, or flipped it in such a way where I could understand something better or view something in a different light. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for even the tough times. Those are the kinds of things that build you. And, as a reader, like I said, I know not all of my readings are going to be all love and light and happy and wonderful and gassing people up, even though I would love that. I would love that if every reading could be that. But some are very difficult. Difficult to get through, difficult to read, difficult to feel. And I know that sometimes a reading could be triggering for someone, especially if it hits a little too close, if it resonates a little too much, and particularly if it's something that they don't want to look at. And I get it. But I don't know you. I'm doing the reading for the collective. I have no idea who you are. So you can't, I think some people look at it and they're like, it hits close and then they're angry with me. But I don't think you're angry with me. I think you're angry that something came out about you that you didn't like. And believe me, I understand. I'm not asking you to do anything I wouldn't do myself. I look at myself all the time. And there are things I don't like. But those things that I didn't like, I'm working to change those. So if a reading does come across your page, your feed, and it hits, or it's triggering, or it's a little rings too true, use it. Use that mirror, okay? And I feel like whoever was reporting a video of mine reported it for violence when there was no violence. It was a funny video that was shared by the masses. It went viral. It was funny. People laughed. It was meant to spread laughter and joy. And somebody tried to create trouble for me. And now I've sent this video to the review board for further investigating. But I think whoever did that, maybe it's somebody who felt like triggered. And I'm sorry that you felt that way. But I'm not going to change how I deliver my messages, when I deliver them, how I deliver them. I'm not the only reader this has happened to. We are routinely, like I said, preyed upon. Because we are reading things that, there's a lot of positive readings, I want to say. I love those. But some of them are hard to digest. Some of them are difficult. Some of them are hard to hear. And see, again, if I were to look at this, and I'm pretty honest with myself about how I deliver a reading. I want to say I feel like I'm as compassionate as I can be. I'm going to have feelings about certain readings naturally because I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling it. Okay? So I'm allowed to have a reaction. and I might make a face, and I'm sorry if that offends somebody. It happens, okay? I'm human. And I'm sure for those that do get triggered by a reading or hear a reading and prefer that maybe they wish it wasn't theirs, just look at it differently. Don't look at it like, oh no, this was captured, or this was felt, or I was sending this energy and she picked it up. Obviously, number one, you're not the only one, okay? It's coming out for the collective. It's coming out there's a lot of you going through the same situations. Some of you are going through some really wonderful, exciting situations. Others of you are going through some tough times. And in most of those situations that are hard, it's forcing somebody to look at their shadow. It's forcing someone to look at how they move. And it's not always cute. It's not always pretty, right? When you look at it. But you can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me for something you, like, what am I trying to say? If you made it yours for a reason. If you took a reading and you made it fit your soul, something in there landed. And so again, I don't know you. I'm hoping it helped you. But if you look at a reading and you're triggered and you're just like, and you know what? Maybe you're still triggered. Block me. Don't visit my page. Don't watch me. I don't want my readings to be hurtful. I want them to be helpful. But some of them are going to be, like I said, they're going to ruffle feathers. It's going to be triggering to some people because some of this is the stuff that's coming out. Like I said, it ain't always pretty. And believe me, there was a time for a long while, was like, I don't think I want to post the negative readings. But then when I chose not to do that, people were like, no, Mel, you got to. We need to hear it. And you're right, you do. You do. So I post most everything that comes out. I mean, if there's a reading that's for me, obviously I don't post that. For obvious reasons. But, you know, I understand. I get it. And I don't try to offend anyone with my readings. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to incite you. But if it does, take that for what it is. Okay? And again, I'm not asking you to do anything I wouldn't do myself or that I haven't done myself. Believe me, I've been really reflective. Okay? And as a reader, it's been very tough on me to figure out the best way to deliver messages. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job. I really do. If I can look at myself, I think I deliver my messages with compassion. I try. And maybe I failed at that on some readings. Maybe I have. Maybe I made a face or I had a certain reaction to something that came through, and I'm sorry. So it's already 8:37. Should we try to do a reading? Should we? Let's see what comes out. I don't know. I'm not sleeping anyway. Yeah, this is like despair. Yeah, today was an emotional day. I mean, all this person's cups are empty on the ground, okay? You know, we had the full moon, so of course emotions are heightened. And the strange thing is, I always tell people that on or around a full moon, like, take some time to hibernate or hermit. Like, don't do anything. And today I did a ton of readings. The energy was there. It was palpable. There's a lot of you in the collective, even more of you now. So there was a lot of messages to get out. And I did that, but I did that at the expense of myself. And that's no good. I mean, I tell my collective that all the time. Fill your own cup, right? Because you can't pour from an empty cup. You all are throwing that right back at me, and you're right. I need to take my own advice. So I do love you, collective, though, and I appreciate everything you've sent me, all the support, all the messages. You are what keeps me here. So thanks.